the Lakers drama. There was a lot this week, Tom, not just on the court. First, it was on the court with the Lakers going through some issues. I talked about that with Jason Timpf on Monday. Now it's off court. Baxter Holmes over at ESPN spoke with current and former Lakers staffers. I'll give you a little recap here if you didn't read the story, where there's a lot of stuff about the sale. Jeanie Buss fired her siblings. They believe that she was behind their firings. There was a coup attempt by Johnny and Jim Buss at one point. Jerry Buss had once promised his ex-wife Joanne that she'd never have children, or he'd have never have children with anybody else besides her. He broke that promise after their divorce, and he had Joey and Jesse Buss, 2 sons. Joanne told this to Jeanie Buss in her late years, and Jeanie was not happy about it. She told Jesse in the story that he never should have been born. Jeanie turned against Jerry West, according to people in the story, told to Baxter, turned on her brother, and even turned on LeBron James. According to Baxter Holmes, she felt that LeBron had a outsized ego. There was overt control through Klutch Sports. He didn't take accountability for the Russell Westbrook decision. She felt that LeBron wasn't grateful for the Lakers drafting Bronny James, and Jeanie did release a statement through Sam Amick over at The Athletic where she said it's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has to be pulled into my family drama. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true and completely unfair to him. And ultimately, Tom, I mean, this feels like Succession. Like there should be a TV show about the last 15 years. Like there should be a show where Buss dies. Like it starts with him on his deathbed and the family's together, and everything that happens after that. That's what the show should be.
That's exactly what I was thinking, is Showtime Succession. That's what this was. I kept reading this, and shouts to Baxter Holmes. When we worked together at ESPN, we would have this saying that you always strive to write the story that is scorched earth, meaning you write a story that no one else can write about that topic anymore because you just nailed everything and you just went scorched earth on the story. And as I'm reading this story on ESPN.com, I was thinking of Baxter telling me, he went scorched earth on this story.
Yeah,
just incredible reporting, the scenes in it, the family intrigue, the palace intrigue. It read like a script from Succession. But this is real stuff. I mean, I've got 3 siblings. It's not perfect. It's not all roses and rainbows all the time. And there are disagreements. And to have it played out in public like this, the phone call where Jeanie Buss is alleged to have told her brother, you should not have been born, is one of the coldest, most just inhumane things I can remember coming out of an NBA story. And sure, you can say some hateful things or things, you can get emotional around your siblings, but to have this get played out in public is an absolute bruising blow for the Buss family, the image and the reputation for Jeanie Buss. And some of the details in this story, it just made me feel like this is our cartoon. Like some of it just seems so crazy to me that this is real life. Like the detail that Baxter included about how the payouts, the financial payouts for the Rambis couple, Linda Rambis and Kurt Rambis, and the other executives who negotiated the sale, allegedly the payouts were $8 million each and $24 million each, which was a nod to Kobe Bryant, which to me is just kind of sickening in a way. Just the idea that you would make these business decisions and have this kind of numerology religious nod to Kobe Bryant. It just felt so creepy to me. And like, I know people who are Lakers fans are looking at this like, yeah, it's Kobe. But to me as an outsider, it's just strange. Like a lot of this seems strange. And it does, like the Luka trade and how it seemed to be blindsiding Klutch Sports, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Rich Paul. In the context of this story that Jeanie Buss felt threatened by Rich Paul and Klutch Sports and LeBron and the kind of alliance that they had been growing power within the Lakers, it kind of makes sense why she was willing to make this deal for Luka Doncic, who is not repped by Klutch, who is not repped by one of Anthony Davis or LeBron James's agents. It's a totally different power structure. And I do think that it was deliberate that she was able to strike this deal with Rob Pelinka, who used to represent Kobe Bryant. Again, a lot of the Kobe Bryant stuff playing out in this story. And I do think that this, Kevin, is illustrative of how the NBA is so much fun to cover because there's so much unnecessary drama, man. Like when I'm reading this, I'm like, is this fiction or nonfiction? And Baxter is as ironclad, Loctite reporting as you'll find in the industry. So when you read this, he's got well-sourced reporting behind it, people on the record talking about it. And I just hope that Will Ferrell, that Adam McKay, John C. Reilly, they all come
like,
together one last time. Well, Will Ferrell and Adam McKay were behind Succession, executive producers for Succession. And there is kind of a weird fallout on the Winning Time show with John C. Reilly playing Jeanie Buss. I feel like we should get them together and have kind of the sequel here for this, right, Kev? We got to get them together. Get the family back together one last time for the Showtime Succession story.
I mean, I think this would be a hit, more so than the other one that got canceled, because that went too far to the past. This is very contemporary. There's just so many Succession wrinkles in this story. It felt like I was sitting on the toilet reading the story, Tom. I didn't get up for a long while.
No,
it was just so good. It was just so good. I just couldn't stop reading.
Go see your doctor, man. Like that was a long story, dude. That was a really long story.
I was done. I was done for a while. I just didn't want to move. I was just so into it. It was such a great story. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Tom,
we've all been there. Okay. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Yes,
look, I got a couple kids. I'm not weirded out by, that kind of stuff. But man, I did not see that coming. Kev, but you're saying
everybody poops.
It is true, everybody poops, but the fact that you finished this story on the toilet, that's like a 5,000 word story, dude. So look, you finished up whatever, but I'm finished with the idea that this Lakers story with LeBron is over. Like imagine LeBron reading this. And the fact that Rob Pelinka and the Rambis family, they got these payouts from Jeanie Buss, secret payouts that the other siblings didn't have. And you talk about LeBron and what his legacy is. It's family, right? Like it's family. LeBron, more than any other superstar that we've seen come through the NBA, is all about family. And so I wonder how this lands.
That is legacy? Wait, LeBron family legacy? I don't know about that. I mean, how many times
did he not demand to have his son drafted by the Lakers?
Yeah, it's a nice chapter of his story. But I'm not. When I think about LeBron James 20 years from now, I'm not going to think about Family Guy. I'm going to think, he's a mercenary who went to a bunch of different teams and won everywhere over multiple decades, and he played long enough for his son to play too.
Sure. But I do think that a big part of his story, I should say, a big part, not the only thing that he's known for, is the main thing legacy wise is, just this is so, like, I think that this is just the beginning, like we're going to have some more fallout from this story. And I got to imagine Baxter's going to be all over it.
I think there's a real possibility of that too. It feels like every time there's a story like this involving LeBron, something bigger follows. And considering the state of the team there with Rich Paul, as we talked about last week, talking about they should trade Austin Reeves, it's all clearly coming from a standpoint of like, hey, we need to find LeBron a reason to stay here. I think there's going to be more to come, whether it's ahead of the deadline or probably not till the summer. But this Lakers drama isn't going away, especially with the team being very much up and down as of late.